What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, y'all, what's going on? It's your girl, Sean Taylor, Sean, the homeschool guru. Y'all come on in here, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, right? It is time for your free homeschool coaching. Y'all do me a favor. Come on in here and say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Actually, sharing out into some groups. So it'd be appreciated if you could do the same. Let's see, one more. All right, give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm on Instagram, child. Instagram tends to act funny for me. But if you're coming in, say, hey, what's up? Give me a second and um I will respond. Hey Jaylee, hey Rebel. You can hear me. Listen, that's a blessing. Y'all come on in here, say, hey, what's up? Let's get this party started, y'all. It has been a Monday. My God from Zion. It has been a Monday. It has been, y'all, it's been a Monday. It has been a Monday. Come in and say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Let's do this. All right, let's get to the comments. Let's see what we got going on. Hey, Janaya, thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Mallory. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Cindy. Hey, how did it go the rest of the week trying the new stuff? Or are you still working on it? Hey, Tracy Love. Hey, Pavi. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Camille. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me. Hey, on Instagram. I see a Shell on Instagram. Brown Love University. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, listen. Janaea says, what's going on, Queens? Y'all, it's been a Monday. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. It's just been a Monday, right? It's just been a Monday, okay? It's going well. It's a process. Okay, so you have implemented some of the things that I suggested on last week. I think it was Wednesday. You implemented some of those and it went well so far. Hey, Jaquithia, hashtag Guru Click. Do me a favor, everyone, please, if you could, please do me a favor, right? Your girl's out here in these homeschool streets putting in the work, right? Doing what I need to do to make sure that you guys are successful in your homeschooling journey. Do me a favor. Please, if you can, share, throw some hearts, some comments, anything, any and everything helps improve me and helps me get further out, which is what I'm asking for right now. I'm not asking for monetary things in any type of way. I just want to get out there, right? I want to be able to reach the people that I'm supposed to reach. I know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I know that sounds, hey, Miriam, thank you so much for joining me. I know that sounds strange. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. But I do know what I'm supposed to be doing. I am clear about the vision. I'm clear about what God has instructed me to do in this homeschooling community. There is a specific group of people that I'm supposed to reach. And it's those people that feel, I don't want to say desperate, but feel like they're completely alone and like they don't have anyone to help them, anyone to guide them. And like basically, I'm here to talk to the people that were me when we first started homeschooling. There was so much information out there. And the information was so different. Like you would have one extreme to the other. Nothing was ever really consistent. And so I have been instructed. I know what I've been instructed to do. I've been instructed to speak to the people like me, which I was struggling in the beginning a lot. And there was just so much information out there and I wasn't quite sure what to do, where to go, how to do it, right? And so that's what I've been instructed to do. So I have started going back live every Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hopefully those people that need to be reached are in the place that they're supposed to be when they need to be there, right? All righty. So I'm not going to be before you long, right? We got just a few minutes. Let's see what we got here on Instagram. Let's see. Did a field trip at the supermarket today. Yay. Making everyday task into lesson. Exactly. We used to do that. We used to do that with ounces. I would make the kids tell me. And that's before, like, if you Now, if you go to Kroger or now if you go to Albertsons or something to that effect, they actually tell you per ounce how much you're paying on the sticker, the price sticker. But beforehand, I used to make my kids do that. That was a part of math. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Jaylee says, I'm new to it all with two awesome kiddos. Okay. Well, welcome to the group, right? Welcome to the family. Okay. So I go live every Monday and Wednesday to answer homeschool questions live, right? So you can send them to me live. You can ask in the comments and I will answer them for you. You are more than welcome to ask anything that has to do with homeschooling in marriage, homeschooling and working, homeschooling multiple kids, homeschooling kids with special needs. Now, what I will tell you about special needs, being very honest with you, that's not something that I'm well versed in. But what I can do is get you in touch with some people that are doing this thing. So I've got a few connections so I can get you in touch with some people that are in that realm of special needs homeschooling. I don't want to be fake and phony and act like I know what I'm talking about when I don't. And so that's how I choose to play that, right? I want to make sure that you have the people that you need. So let's get started. Okay. Tracy says, my son is being homeschooled. He's using a curriculum that's all on computer. We don't use books. I just don't think I'm doing a good job with this. Some of it is lengthy and I'm not sure how much notes he should take. He has a learning disability and ADHD. Okay. So Tracy, what makes you feel like you may not be doing a good job? Like what makes you feel there's a reason you're feeling that way, right? Like, is he finishing it too early? Are you not sure that he's remembering what he has learned? What is it that makes you feel are the days too long? Are you noticing him straying off or going his mind shifting to a whole other area in the midst of the day several times? Like, what is it that you're noticing, Tracy? Hey, Hester. Hey, Pavi, #guru click. Alicia says, how long have you been homeschooling? Alicia, so to be honest with you, I believe that this is our 6th year, somewhere around there, to be honest with you. I can't say 100%. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do believe that it's our 6th year. So we've been here for a while. Now, we haven't been here for 50 million years, right? But I've been here long enough to help the people that I can help, right? So yeah, I've been here for a minute, okay? Let's see. Jelly says, I appreciate that. You're welcome. Rebel Mom says, authentic. Exactly. I try my best to be authentic, right? So I try my best to be who I'm supposed to be because I know that there's a specific person out there looking for that, right? That doesn't want to feel alone. And so it's my priority to make sure that you guys have access to somebody that looks like you, that moves like you, that stresses like you, that still sometimes thinks that she doesn't have it together, right? Like I try to show my struggles. I try to show that I'm having a hard time so that you know that stuff is not perfect, right? Like I try to do that intentionally, okay? See, Rebel Mom says, my son told me he doesn't like how homeschool is going. He wants to go back to school, but I'm happier with no school schedule. What is the balance? Where is the balance? Okay, so Rebel, let's talk about that, okay? So I'm going to be honest with you. My kids and I, we have conversations all the time about how they like homeschooling, right? What we believe in our household is that their dad and I, we've studied it, right? We believe that this is the best decision for them. Until that changes for us, like until we get some sign that this is not the best decision, then they will continue to be homeschooled, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that they can't come to us and say, I would like more of this, or I don't like this. And so often I ask my kids, as a matter of fact, I did a live with my boys in my group, maybe I want to say about a month ago. And I flat out asked them in front of you guys, are they enjoying homeschooling and what don't they like, what they wish they didn't, that they had more of. And the boys were really honest and said, I don't like this. Like one of the things was we used to go on a lot of field trips in the beginning, but because of their training schedule, they don't get to do that as much. So my boys play competitive sports and their trainings are typically in the middle of the day, or in the beginning in the morning or whatever. And so they're not able to do as many field trips as they used to. So that was one of the things that they mentioned, right? So now I'm trying to find a way to fix that for them. So what I would suggest for you is if your child is saying to you that they're not enjoying the homeschooling, they're not enjoying it, then I would say that you sit down and have the conversation and say, what is it that you're not enjoying it? And then try to find a fix for that. So like my son was like, oh, I miss my friends. And I'm like, well, you've got new friends, right? But also if you want to connect with those old friends, we've got their number. We can always do that, right? We don't have to wait just to go to school to connect with them. So that's something that I would suggest that you do, is that you have that conversation with them. Okay. So let me go back to Tracy's question. Once again, Tracy asked, she said, my son is being homeschooled. He's using a curriculum that's on the computer. We don't use books. I just don't think I'm doing a good job with this. Some of it's lengthy and I'm not sure how much notes he should take. And he has a learning disability and ADHD. So then I asked her some questions to go along with that. And she said, let's see. I don't think he's remembering what was just taught. Okay. Let's see. He's giving questions after it is discussed and he can't answer the questions. Okay. So let me ask you this. Is there too much information thrown at him at once? So say, for instance, with my kids, I can tell when they're grasping the content or not. And sometimes, depending upon, and this is one of the reasons why we backed off of study.com. We were using study.com as part of our homeschooling, but study.com does a lot of short lessons, right? So they'll have a course in general and they'll do like a 5-minute video, and then they'll have a 4 or 5 minute, like 4 or 5 question quiz after it. And then they'll move on to a completely different subject. So they'll move on to a different topic, should I say, in the actual subject. And for me, it was clear that they were moving too quickly through the module. So they were moving it was like lesson 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, and they would do like 2 or 3 lessons in a day. It wasn't giving them enough time or opportunity to understand the concept that they were supposed to be understanding. So what we started doing was we would do like one study.com, 1A, and then we'd find some worksheets to go along with that, or we'd find some other work to go along with that. So instead of spending just one day on a couple of different topics, we spent often like a lot of time on each topic. For instance, I told you guys that we are going back over some writing stuff for our kids. And because I noticed that in their essay writing, they're not doing complete sentences. They're doing run-on sentences. Like some stuff is not working properly. And so for me, that was a sign that we needed to go back and refresh. And so for us, we are doing coordinating conjunctions. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. We are doing coordinating conjunctions, and we spent an entire week on coordinating conjunctions. That was, and we did 3 lessons on coordinating conjunctions. And then at the end of the week, they were able to tell me what it is, what it meant, whatever the case may be. So before we move on to the next thing, which right now we're moving on to subordinate conjunctions, I believe is what we're moving on to next. They are fully able to understand the first concept. So again, how much information is he intaking at one point? And that could be part of the problem, because even in the traditional school system, even though they do move quickly, right? They don't say, we're going to learn coordinating conjunctions, right? And then the very next day they learn something completely new. Typically, it's something to compound what they've already started learning. So if they're working on coordinating conjunctions, they have activities, all kind of things to continue to build up or reinforce what they've taught. And then they may have a quiz or something to go on to attach to that. So how much information is being thrown at him at one time? Because for me, with my kids, especially with the online curriculums, it was a lot of information being thrown at them at one time. And we couldn't do that. Now, another thing that we have done for the first time in years is, y'all hear my son? Y'all hear my son? Another thing that we have done is we have incorporated study hall into our school. So the kids have to study. They have 30 minutes. That's 3 times a week, 30 to 45 minutes, 3 times a week, where we're teaching them how to develop good study skills. So to study for vocabulary tests, the things that they didn't understand. We're talking about note taking, how to take notes, those things, how to take notes on the things that are important that they feel that they should remember. We also take notes on things that we find difficult. So that's one of the things that we do. If they're going over a concept and it's difficult for them to understand, it takes them a couple times to understand it, I have them take notes to study for later on for the quiz. My kids take quizzes at the end of the week. My kids also take I want to say end of quarter, but it's not end of quarter because it's end of 6 weeks test as well. Okay. And part of that is the end of 6 weeks test is them taking their notes that they've done throughout the 6 weeks and studying it. So the week before they're studying, preparing for those quizzes. So let me know if that makes sense, Tracy. Okay. Let's see. And let me know if I answered your question. A Rebel Mom, let me know if I answered your question too. Hey, Oshan, thank you so much for joining me. Jaylee says, my son is 6 and loves math and drawing. What would be a good idea to do with him? Are you saying like curriculum wise? Or are you just saying lesson? Like, what are you asking in particular? Rebel Mom says, yeah, that's good stuff. Thanks. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Let's see. So Tracy says, yes, it is too much information. Okay. And so that's something to do. Also, one of the things that we do in our house is, and I've explained this to you guys, we do school Monday through Friday. We didn't used to, right? We did it Monday through Friday. We do core subjects 4 days a week or 5 days a week. So we do math. We do, y'all, I'm going to start lying. We do math. We do reading. They have to do reading comprehension. They have to do, let me just look at the schedule instead of lying. How about that? Let's just do that. Okay. Let me look at the schedule real quick. Let's see. So they have to do math every day. They have to do character ed every day. They have to do reading comprehension every day. So every day, those 3 subjects happen. Okay. Regardless, those subjects they have to do. We alternate science Monday and Tuesday. And we alternate ELA and history Wednesday and Thursday, somewhere in there. And ELA is kind of combined in that reading comprehension, but I took it and I separated it. So, and if you noticed in the public school system now, instead of it just being ELA, which is English language arts, they're saying ELAR, which is English language arts reading. And all I did was take the reading and separate it because I feel it's important that my kids read and get a love of learning to read. It'll help them, long down the run. It'll help them in every aspect of their life. So I've separated that completely from the ELA part, which is the grammar and the phonics and all that, the English language arts part. And so to help us to keep us from trying to grasp so much information in a short period of time, I separated those. And so that may be something that you do as well. So you may have subjects that you do, core subjects that you do every single day. And then the other subjects you do alternate Mondays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays or Fridays and Mondays, whatever the case may be. So they do. And I was getting ready to start lying. Why am I lying when I have their schedule right here on my screen? So let's see. Like my son is taking driver's ed. He does driver's ed on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then language arts is on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Science is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. History is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But everything else is daily, right? And so that's how we choose to do it in our house. So it may take you a minute. Y'all, hold on 1 second, okay? Y'all, I'm about to be a mama, okay? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. So that's something to think about. Again, is the schedule, how to set up your schedule and see if that works. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to Jaylee's question. Curriculum. Sorry, my son is. Oh, so you're looking for a math curriculum that incorporates drawing? Jaylee, look on. I don't want to say it's. I don't know if it's necessarily you can incorporate math with drawing, but look on Ancient Baby Brand. He's on Instagram, and he has math curriculum that you can use. And it has how back in the day where it's like, if you color everything that equals a 5 green, color everything that equals a 6 brown, color everything that equals 3 yellow, something like that, right? And then when you're finished, you have this beautiful picture. And if you add it correctly, then it should all look fairly uniform, right? It should look really amazing. He has some curriculum like that. I've seen a couple of worksheets. His name again is Ancient baby brand, and he's on Instagram. So check him out and see if that's something that you may like. Okay. Let's see, or either they don't have to. Oh, so they don't have to be together. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you could try that. I don't know as far as an art curriculum. We're not really doing it. You could do art history type things. You could go onto Pinterest, y'all. When you're Instagram, not Instagram, when you're homeschoolers, Instagram and Pinterest are your friends. There's all kind of projects and things that you can look at and create different ways to have art. Okay. And so do that. You don't have to necessarily do the hard work. You can go to the local dollar store, whether that's a Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar General, whatever it is, and get the supplies that you're needing to do what you're trying to do. Okay. Let me know if that answered your question, Jelly. If not, I'll go more into it. Okay. Let's see. Mallory says, I'm slowing my girls down with reading eggs and math seeds. Yeah, I suggest, and see, for us, it took a minute because my kids have been writing essays, right? They've been writing paragraphs, all that stuff, but it was just not to the level that I wanted it to be. So that for them to sit there and write this sentence that was this long, right? And I'm reading their essay and it makes sense, but it's like, okay, guys, we've gone over this, but why are you rushing through it? Like, what's happening? And it came down to me doing, me just like breaking it down, saying, okay, let's go back to the basics so we know what it is that we need to do. It's too easy for them to move on to. It is. It's really easy for kids to move on really fast, right? And here's the thing: the kids, you want them to go in one ear, and then you want it to stay there, right? Like, you want them to remember it when they get ready to take their test. You ask them a question, and sometimes the kinesthetic part of it, grabbing something to do with it, will remind them, right? So, for instance, and I don't want to say necessarily kinesthetic, but just for us, like as kids, and I still say this as an adult, right? I before E unless after C, right? Something to make them memorize or know what it is that you're trying to teach them, something that will stay with them for the rest of their life. And so that's the type of thing that I would suggest, is that you're looking for something that's going to stick with them for the rest of their life, or that's going to stick with them so they'll be able to remember it later on. And then you want to add to it, right? You don't want to go topic here, topic there, right? You want to say topic here, and then let's add some stuff to back it up, right? We're going to work on this for a week or two, or however long it takes for you to get it, and then we'll move on to the next subject, okay? Cindy says, any language arts curriculum ideas? We're doing Rod and Staff English for my sixth grader, and she's not too fond of it. It's okay to give your kids a choice on the curriculum. It is 100% okay to give them a choice on their curriculum, right? It's 100%. They're the ones who are doing it. They're the one who's doing it. So what we do in our house is I try to research and find the curriculum. I get sample lessons. I let them try the sample lessons, and then they tell me how they like it. So that's how we do it in our house, right? They're the ones who are doing the work. If I can teach it, if I can set it up, lesson plan, do whatever it is that I need to, then I'm good. Then I ask them and see how they like it. And if they like it and they're good, then we keep going. But there are times where we get a curriculum, like we did master books, the anatomy and physiology thing. And it was like too much reading. And my kids were like, dude, I just want to get to the hands-on stuff. It was just too much. So we ended up trying something else this year. But for English language arts, I'm going to be very honest with you. That has been the hardest subject for me to homeschool my kids through. And it is because my kids do not enjoy. We have tried Grammar Galaxy. We have tried Well Ordered Language. We have tried study.com. We have tried, what's that one, y'all? The one that's, it's not Rod and Staff, Good and the Beautiful. We have tried Abeka. We have tried so many different ELA curriculums, and it just hasn't been a really good fit for me. And so what we have done is we have gone through basically look at the level. So, excuse me, guys. Hold on one second. My throat. Excuse me. So we have gone through what they should be learning at whatever grade level, and I'm teaching it that way based off of that versus using an actual curriculum, because the curriculum hasn't really helped. It just hasn't. That's a subject that's been really difficult for us. Okay. It does. And one more question. What are the main courses that we should start off focusing on? Jaylee, it depends. It depends. It depends on what you want to focus on. So if I remember correctly, I think you said your baby is 6. So I would be working on basics. The lessons shouldn't be any more than 15 to 20 minutes long. But working on the basic ELA, reading, all that good stuff. What you can do, guys, and I tell you all the time, is you can Google what my child should be learning in the 3rd grade, right? You can Google that, or you can go to somewhere like IXL.com, and they have the state standards printed. Now, they may be a little old, like a few years old, but they'll have the state standards printed for your particular state. You can print those off and go through them that way. What I will say about that particular issue is be mindful, though, because if you try to do every single thing that's listed on the on IXL, you're going to get stressed based off of the way that they have it broken down, because they have it literally tick, like do, like verbs, linking verbs, this, like they have it really detailed as far as that's concerned. And so you could use that. You could also use a scope and sequence from another curriculum. So say, for instance, you choose not to use rod and staff, but you use rod and staff's scope and sequence to know exactly what you should be teaching your child during that grade level. So you could do that as well. So you could take their scope and sequence and then go find lessons or worksheets or YouTube videos or something like that to that effect to go along with whatever it is that you're teaching. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, teachers teaching toddlers. Okay, Tracy says, yes, thanks. You're absolutely welcome. Let's see, since that's what she said, too much reading. Yeah, it just was too much reading. Like, it wasn't hands-on at all. And so even in school, y'all, and even especially when they're older, they do a lot more reading. But when they're younger, y'all, these curriculums have, you need to read pages 3 through 7. And then they're like the tiniest print, right? They're super long. The kids are not like, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, Hester, for tagging someone. I appreciate it. Y'all, if you're coming in, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. If you're new to me, my name is Sean Taylor. I go by Sean, the homeschool guru, and I specialize in helping families like you transition into homeschooling, helping y'all out here in these homeschool streets, right? Helping you be successful, okay? Let's see. Have you heard of Growing with Grammar, Spelling, and Writing by Chris? No, I have not. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to send myself an email to check it out. Because when you guys ask me about this stuff, and the stuff, I try not to comment on things that I don't know at all. But if I do, if I've experienced it, I'm going to tell you flat out. So I'm going to look into it. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what, though? Another one, too, Growing with Grammar. Can you close that door, please? I don't know who that is. Thank you. Let's see, by Chris Publishing. I'm gonna research it though. Send myself an email to do that. Okay. So you can do that as well. And what am I trying to think? I was trying to get ready to say something else. Oh, one of the grammar, the ELA curriculums that I do absolutely love is IEW. Okay. IEW is really, really good. It's like a workshop type situation. It comes with the videos. It's got the assignments for them to do. I really like it. My kids don't like it because it requires them to do a lot of work. There's levels and steps. They start off with like maybe a paragraph or two. And then by the time they're done, they're writing like full-fledged essays. I like that a lot. And so that's a good one as well. Okay. IEW is a really, really good one. I really like that one. As a matter of fact, in between what we're doing both. So we're going to flip back to it. My kids don't know that yet, but we're going to flip back to it later on. Hey, Melanie Monique. Hello, fellow homeschoolers. Here 20 years, and I'm so excited to find you. Hey, girl. Hey, 20 years. Come on, man. Come on. She's old school. She's OG for real. Let's see. Hey, Ocean, thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Shell, thank you so much for joining me. So listen, guys, this is your homeschooling Q&A. You can ask whatever you want to pertaining to homeschooling, whether it is homeschooling curriculum, whether it is homeschooling marriage, homeschooling working. Your girl got you. I got you, right? Y'all, I need to wash my hair, so I had to put something on there real quick because it's a mess. And my little wrap don't want to stay on like I wanted to. It don't want to do what I want it to do. Okay. Um, but y'all come on in here, say, hey, what's up, and let me know that you're here. We've had a few questions today. I don't think I've missed any. If I have missed any, please let me know. Do me a favor, though, guys. I've got 10 people in here. I need all 10 of you to share. Help me get out there. Help me help the people I have been sent. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I did know what I was supposed to be doing, but I backed off because I was like, God, please, like, this is so much. I don't want to do it. No, like it's such a big responsibility is what I was saying. That's what I was saying. And so do me a favor and help me do what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Homeschooling is certainly a holistic experience. Yep. 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 All right, y'all. Listen, y'all know how it is. I'm a homeschool mom too. I'm a whole mama in these streets, right? And so I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I still got dinner to cook. I've got our masterminds, our group session later on. If you're unfamiliar with that, you are more than welcome to join us. You can get the information on that at SeanTheHomeschoolGuru.com. But yeah, come on in here. Alicia says it's very much needed, right? It is, and it is. It really is. What are your thoughts on homeschooling while both parents are entrepreneurs? What are my thoughts? I think it's amazing because that's what my husband and I are, right? My husband and I are entrepreneurs. We have a total of 3 businesses together. Lord help us, and we're trying to do some other stuff. Y'all pray for us. Pray for us. But I think it's absolutely amazing. My husband and I are entrepreneurs. So I think it's great. I think it's great if you're an entrepreneur. I think it's great if you're not an entrepreneur. I think it's great if you're homeschooling. Like, I mean, I don't really have any specific thoughts about that. Hey, girl. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. All righty. Yeah, I think it's amazing. Homeschooling and being an entrepreneur is no joke. There are a lot of responsibilities, and all of the responsibilities are on you, unfortunately. And I say that in a positive way. I don't mean unfortunately like wah, bah, 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 like not like that, but like unfortunately, it's like you have to be at 8 different places at one time. It's imperative that when you're an entrepreneur and a homeschooling mom that you are creating boundaries and safe times for you to be able to work and do whatever it is that you need to do or homeschool your children, like setting up boundaries. I am quick to decline a phone call. I am quick to silence my phone for the sake of homeschooling my kid. But what I found out was that I was not quick to do that when it came to working on my businesses. So that's something that I'm being consistent with is making sure that I'm allowing myself to have the opportunity to put the work that needs to be put into our businesses. So that's important. Thank you so much. Hey, Kristen, it's okay. You here though. You here. That's all that matters. But if you're coming in again, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here again. You are free to ask whatever question, any question you may have pertaining to homeschooling. I am not going to be here long, y'all. I still have to cook dinner, and Masterminds happens at 7 p.m. for us. And if you're interested in that, I can give you a link for that. Okay, let's see. Just click the group coaching session, and you should be able to, let's see, put the user in time. Child, what did I just do? Hold on. Can't ban a chat. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Melanie says, yes, boundaries. Boundaries are extremely important. They're extremely important. Knowing when it's okay to say that you can do what you need to do, right? Hey, Lakeisha, thank you so much for joining me, sneaking on at work, girl. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. I think, if I remember correctly, you're a nurse, right? I think. Bless this ministry. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, girl. Hey. So it's 5:45, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna jump off of here if nobody else has any questions. But listen, okay, I'm gonna go cook dinner, right? I'm gonna be a whole mom. Okay, make sure my kids eat dinner. But also in the meantime, you guys feel free to ask questions, right? You can put it in the comments. I will answer it again live on Wednesdays, y'all. I am here every Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, dedicated to you to answer any and every homeschool question that you may have. And I mean, I just want to be available to you guys. So make sure that you ask the questions, like take advantage of me coming live so that you can get the answers that you need. Now, I need a favor from all of you, right? If you really want to bless me, I need a favor from all of you. There are several of you in here right now, right? 10 plus. Do me a favor. Shoot me some hearts, shoot me some thumbs up, shoot me some love, some likes, share, whatever the case may be. I have asked God for something something very particular, and I am scared. Can I just be honest with y'all? I'm scared. Okay. I was in a meeting, and the lady that was over the meeting said, what's your God-sized goal, right? What's your goal that you know that is only going to happen with God? And I have been afraid to speak it out of my mouth. I have spoken out of my mouth. I have wrote it down in my journal, in my planner. And so in order for this to work, he is going to have to do it, right? He going to have to make it happen, okay? And so do me a favor, y'all. Those hearts, those likes, they all bless me and help me to reach that God-sized goal, right? So if you feel it in your heart to do it, please, okay? I appreciate it. You're welcome, Cindy. You are absolutely welcome. Let's see. Do you know of a good test for math and reading for placing in the right level? Okay, so it depends, okay? Now, there are several different assessments that you can use. And when I get off of here, I'll add some links to the comments for you. There are several different assessments that you can use. Now, if you want to use a curriculum, you can use their assessment as well. But if you want to just like in general test them, then there are some testing things that you can do. Tell me what state that you're in, because I can actually probably find out some for you local to your state area, some things to look into. You're welcome. You're welcome. How do I do hearts on YouTube? You know what? I don't know. But thumbs up will work, right? Thumbs up will work. That will bless me. I appreciate it. He will. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I know, Kristen. I know he got me. He always does, right? But y'all, I'm anxious, being transparent and honest with you. I am anxious and I'm scared because I know for a fact if it happens, it's only him. Like there's absolutely no way that it can happen. I have not shared it with anyone but myself and God. And so if it happens, then it literally is him and only him. Okay. And so it just is what it is. When it comes to fruition, I will show you my journal page from today, this week's journal page on what I wrote. So you know what it is. Okay. So, okay. Before I go, let me go to your state stuff. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm not leaving you. I live in Tennessee. I need to know how to test my kiddos as well. Okay. So I got both of you. I'm going to take these last two questions and then we're going to roll, right? But anybody else, if you have questions, I will be back on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. You are more than welcome to ask questions there. So let's do this. Let me ask this. Public schools, record keeping. So there's no testing required in Illinois, but so let me find you some actual testing options that you have. I will come back with that. Thank you so much. And let's go to Tennessee real quick. I don't remember if there's a testing rule. Let's see. Homeschool laws. Maybe. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I don't see any. You're welcome. Y'all bear with me, okay? Let me look at this. Let me find some resources. Now I have some resources posted in my group. Now do me a favor before I leave off of here. If you are a part of my group, if you're asking to be a part of my group, which is Homeschooling with Sean the Guru, it is a free group. It's an amazing group of ladies, right? And there are a few gentlemen in there too, but they kind of quiet. They don't really say anything. But it's an amazing group of women. Homeschooling with Sean on Facebook, y'all. If you ask to join the group, please answer the questions, because as my admins go on there and they see that you did not answer the questions, they are going to deny you immediately. They have been given instructions to deny immediately because I'm trying to keep it a safe place for everyone. Okay. So if you're joining, please do that. Okay. Please do that. All right. So let me find these. I'm going to put the comments. I'll put in the comments after I'm done. Okay. So look out for those. I guess I need to do yours on YouTube, and then Latia, I need to do yours on Facebook. Okay. So I got both of you. All right. All right, y'all, have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful Monday. I'm going to go do this real quick and then go cook dinner for the kiddos. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful Monday, and I will see you guys soon. I will see you on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye, guys.